the question that all these people have to be wondering, which is Rob Schuh, are the 49ers Super Bowl contenders in 2021?
Take a sip from my lucky mug here.
Oh, yeah, I'll also...
Dramatic pause. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we are a contender for the Super Bowl in 2021. This is a very talented roster, if healthy. And I get that we have to say that, and I get that as 49ers fans, we're sick of hearing that. I understand it because it pains me when these injuries happen. Man, I literally, when I went out and made that video of me sitting next to the river, that's because I needed a little break. I needed to step away. I needed something that felt good because all the emotions of losing players to injuries came rushing back to me. But the reality is, from a statistical standpoint, it's just unlikely what we have managed to do for 8 years, and it's unlikely to continue. And we have addressed certain aspects of it. We have begun to adjust our draft process and who we're targeting, what type of players we're bringing in. We have adjusted the free agents that we brought in. Many of the players that were with the organization that had injury histories have put together a couple of injury-free seasons. So I am trying to remain optimistic here, but I still have to put it out there that yes, we are a Super Bowl contender, but that certainly relies upon the fact that we are healthy at key positions.
Yeah, Rob, I hate to do this because you're my guy, and I think you know that. I really do love you, but man, they are not Super Bowl contenders in 2021. And the main reason to me, it's kind of something you hit on, which is the injury thing.
Yeah.
While we've been able to, like you said, it seems almost mathematically impossible that this team would be as bad as they were. This team has had a history of being that bad every single year constantly. So I can't rely on this team to be healthy. In fact, I think it would be optimistic to say only 10 to 15% of the players would get hurt. So when I take all that into consideration, and then especially, and I've already mentioned this before, I mentioned it earlier in the show, you look at the cornerback room, I don't have a reliance on that room to where even if Jason Verrett is 100% healthy the entire season, you're telling me all those guys are going to play 16 games or 17 games this season? I don't buy that. So when I think about that, when I think about the way this team is going, where they're going to have to make a transition at some point to a new quarterback, I just don't think this is the season for the 49ers. Now, do I think they'll have a very good season? Do I think they can win 10, 11, 12 games and play in a playoff game? Yes, but the ideal 49er season for me this year is we get Trey Lance's feet wet. And I think from all I've been saying, you can understand my sentiment with this, and this fact is if Trey Lance is able to play 8 to 10 games this year, 8 to 10 starts, and start a playoff game or even 2, right? Man, that would be incredible for Trey Lance's development in terms of